Welcome back to Pokemon Sterling Silver Hardcore Nuzlocke Challenge, my friends. It's really long ago I used this Pokemon actually for something, and yeah, we will fight Giovanni pretty soon. But first of all, we need to fight something else. So that is the second time I'm playing this postgame. I think it's a pretty cool idea, not gonna lie. Yeah, and I will just show you my team before we start the first fight already. I'm not pre-slept, I don't need to be pre-slept with anything. And the really important thing to know is that we will fight the legendary Ho-Oh now. We can't run away. If we try to run away, the fight will just start straight up again. So we need to beat this Pokemon, and the Giovanni fight will start straight up after that. We will not get healed, and that means we will stay on this current HP after the Ho-Oh fight with our mons. So we will have the 1 HP Primeape. Really long ago I used this Pokemon. It's really important for this fight. I don't exactly know why the IVs are not working. Give me 1 second, please. Uno sekunde. I want to check my IVs again, and like my stats are more important, to be honest. I want to show you, yeah, the IVs from this especially one more time again. We have Choice Banded Weavile, we have Nocturne Leftovers, we have Leftovers Son of God, Citrus Berry with Beast Boost, and Citrus Berry Melanie. Yeah. And yeah, because we need to beat this Ho-Oh first, we will start with the same Pokemon, the Giovanni fight. And that's why I need to lead with Primeape. It's really important. And oh, this overlay is bugging. Okay, now it's fine. Now it's fine. Okay. Start to fight this Ho-Oh now. And I have a plan for this Ho-Oh because this Ho-Oh is actually pretty scary, not gonna lie. It's filter, it's just super tanky. And it's shiny! Yeah, we will hard switch out now to Melanie. I have planned the Geo fight without Melanie because Melanie can die on this matchup. This boy have EQ, there is the EQ. This is the highest damaging move. We were super unlucky, that was a 1 into 4 to see a EQ straight up. Can we look at this damage? So I can realize how strong this Ho-Oh actually is. Because we are Battle Armor. And EQ did actually a decent amount of damage, so this is for sure above average attack. Yeah. And we will just use Ancient Power. There's a Sacred Fire, this is fine. We have the Citrus Berry as well. And Ancient Power, look at this Ancient Power damage. This is 4 times effective, by the way. This is a joke. This is a fucking joke. But yeah, he's hitting the EQ again on us. We have the Citrus Berry. What that means for us is if he's hitting the EQ again, we might die here. I have planned the entire fight. Yeah, that's super unlucky. He have Fly as well, and he have Cosmic Power. There is a Cosmic Power, okay. So the EQ on the switch-in was super unlucky. That was straight up the highest damaging move. And yeah, we will, I think, still die. Okay, now we are completely fine. We are always fine now. Always. We will always tank the Fly. And I have Torkoal, Melanie. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Holy fucking hell. Okay, but we got this. And so I can sack Melanie actually in the Geo fight. I have planned the Geo fight without Melanie because Melanie could just straight up die here. But yeah. It was possible, for sure. And now, the Geo fight for the Protect TM, for the really good, probably one of the best TMs you can get actually in the game. We will fight Geo. It's a single battle fight with Perma Sandstorm. And this boy have a lot of threats. Like a lot of threats. Oh. Okay, Tyranitar with Intimidate and Choppleberry. We are on 1 HP, and with 1 HP, Reversal Black Belt will kill even through the Choppleberry and through the Intimidate. This is really important. I want to one-shot this Tyranitar, so this can't set up rocks. It's also doing a lot of damage to us. So we will Reversal, kill this Tyranitar, turn 1, even with the Intimidate and even with the Choppleberry. And we will also die now. So 07 to Primeape, crit doesn't matter here, because we will die to Sandstorm. The good thing about this is that we will die after him, obviously, because we will get the Sandstorm now. And the AI sees always the Primeape as active Pokemon. So that means this is always Mewtwo, and we will go to my Demon. And we don't need the choice band for this Pokemon. We will just straight up Sucker Punch and kill this Mewtwo before it can do anything. And let me just update the deaths as well pretty quickly. 07 Primeape and Sandstorm damage. There's the Ductrio. This is not Arena Trap, this is Sand Whale. So that means we can miss our moves. And we will go to Nocturne because Nocturne is a hard counter against this. We will rest. There's a Stone Edge. To be fair, this was only 1 or 2 rolls with Stone Edge, what was seeing a kill. But yeah. And this is the only move he can hit me actually. He can only hit me with a Stone Edge. So we will rest now to stall the Stone Edge. Because he can't do anything else. It will never explode on me. That's why Levitate is also really good against this Ductrio. Yeah, and we will just stall this Stone Edges now. I think we can even use 1 Drain Punch. And I will not Trick Room here. That's why I don't have Trick Room. I think I don't have Trick Room because I will not Trick Room because I don't care about the Switch AI here. The Switch AI moment is Gengar here. It can thankfully not be Aero, what is really important. So there is a crit, it's fine. We have the lefties, we will never die to this Ductrio. So we are super safe against this boy. That's why we have the lefties to make this like super worth it. Okay, that's the last Stone Edge, by the way. We wake up, we hit the Drain Punch. This can Switch AI now. And we could even go Shadow Force. And kill the Gengar on the Switch in, if we want to. This is possible as well. I just need to check one thing. If we kill... Should always be Aero, right? Yeah. Like if we kill the Gengar with a Shadow Force here. Because Gengar will have Focus Sash, but Gengar will, because of the switch in, Gengar will get Sandstorm damage. And it will just straight up die to Shadow Force. So we can technically do that. And we will do that. That's actually super lul. Because... Gengar will still die here. This is so lul. Okay. Interesting. That actually Ductrio used Explosion over the other moves. Not gonna lie. I'm pretty... Okay. Aero will always use Brave Bird on us. It sees a kill with the highest roll as well. Let me just check that. Yes. And that means this is guaranteed Brave Bird now. We can super safe go to Son of God. And I think if my knowledge with this Rocket AI is correct, it should always be Rockbreaker now. Always. Nothing else. So we will just use... I think we can also rest, install this Rockbreakers. Technically we can die to triple crit Rockbreaker. But this is only 5 PP, so I think this is safe to stall this out. Because the problem is, if my knowledge is not correct, it can just randomly also use Brave Bird. But Rockbreaker is the highest damaging move. So Rockbreaker should be on +1 here. And it should always use the Rockbreakers before it will do anything else. So that was number 2, I think. And we would never die to a double crit, we would always die to a triple crit. So I think it is worth it to risk that here. Because I want to be on good HP for like this Garchomp. Also we can trigger Switch AI. That's also possible. But that's not a problem. That's not a problem. The Switch AI problem is not a big deal. Okay, I think he's out pretty soon. It should be the last one, probably. And then it will only use Brave Bird on night days. It will never U-turn out. That's the good thing. So it will always use Brave Bird on night days first. Because U-turn is on -2. Straight up. And night days and Brave Bird still should be on +/-0. Because of Rocket. And Rockbreaker was on +1. That's what I think. And yeah, it looks like that. Now it will use just Brave Bird. But it's completely fine. That is a crit. It's completely okay. We will just rest again and get full HP. I'm just doing it to make this Garchomp switch in a bit easier. Because, like, we need to be super unlucky. But Garchomp could, if we are getting too much crits, Garchomp could use random move on the switch in. What is not nice. So now we will use Power Gem. Because we don't care about the random moves here that much. We could technically even stall this out, I think, completely. Yeah, I think Night Days PP. I'm not even sure how much Night Days PP is. But yeah. I think technically we can stall this out. So this will not get that much damage because of the Sandstorm. And Sandstorm is even buffing the Aero pretty decently. Because of the rock type. This can switch AI now, by the way. Okay. This is not a good range to kill here. So I think I will always rest again. Okay, critical hit. That's fine, because we are still only in cross-drop range. And that fight is basically over. Okay, cool. So, Melody survived. Primeape, the only planet sacrifice. I also have Choice Banded Weavile, by the way, for this Garchomp. If something goes wrong, because Choice Banded Weavile will always kill this with Ice Punch, even through the Yachi Berry. We will always go to Beast Boost now. On this Cross Chop, this is guaranteed Cross Chop, it sees a kill from full life. So we don't need to be afraid of that. Aggron is not always baiting Cross Chop, by the way. That was the last time I used Aggron. And yeah, Aggron is not always betting Cross Chop from full life, because Aggron is just way more bulky on the physical side than Probopass. Now we will detect here, obviously. We have the Citrus Berry on my Yanmega because we just don't need anything else. And the good thing about this matchup is that Garchomp sees a kill with Dragon Rush, obviously. Step move, Dragon move. And now we are faster, and the moment you use Draco Meteor, you most of the time don't need a damage item. So I was just holding a Citrus Berry just in case we get a Cross Chop crit on the switch in. And with that, we will always kill this Garchomp now, finish this fight with 1 planet sacrifice. Primeape, thank you for your service, man, but killing this T-Tar turn 1 is pretty important in my opinion. So that's why. And yeah, cross-chop crit into first Sandstorm chip and the second Sandstorm chip would always trigger the Citrus Berry. And that means we was always fine versus the Draco for the Draco Recoil as well. So technically riskless fight, I would say, with like small stuff. I think the triple crit Aero Rock Wrecker was a thing, but can we really call it fiction? Like triple crit back to back, I mean, yeah. It's sometimes, I think that's something I don't really play around. Even I play around a lot of stuff, but triple crit, that's just too much, to be honest. That's like, you know, a really, really low chance. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Gets this fight, I think, next. That's the last fight, probably, if I remember that correct, before the E4 round 2. And I want to get this fight as well. I don't even know it's mandatory, to be honest, but I will do that for sure. And now we will get the Protect TM. And I always want to have the Protect TM for especially double battles. Technically, you can also say you can do this first. You can do this fight first and the Restaurant later. Because Restaurant with Protect is also easier. But then you don't have the choice items for the Gauntlet. Like, not any choice item for the Gauntlet. Because you need to do the Gauntlet before you can unlock this event. So, yeah, maybe it's possible if you can count the Gauntlet without choice items. Then you have the Protect TM for the Restaurant, what is really nice, because for every double battle Protect is just awesome. But we had 2 Protect mons, so it was fine, I think. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next fight.